Alright, so today we're taking a look at this email, another bad email that I received in my spam folder, and I'm going to turn it from spam into an email that will make you hundreds of thousands of dollars if you're selling website development. So this video I guess I'll call the best cold email template for selling web design in 2021. I have a pretty poor email here, and I'm going to show you why it's so bad, and I'm going to make it a lot better by reading through it, talking about why it's poor, and writing a better script that's actually going to make money. So let's get started. Happy New Year. We are an information technology company, offers a depth and breadth of services to serve a startup to mature organization. Our range of services and services offered by us. A list of services, and then if you think you are in need of any of the services offered by us, please let us know. We would be happy to assist you as your consultant. Looking forward to hearing back from you soon. Warm regards, Katja. Okay, so we've got bolding in the text, which is never good. We've got a fully generic email with no personalization, not even a name or a company name. We have a menu of services here that you never want to send. No call to action. Poor English. It doesn't even make sense. And the subject line is pretty bad. It's clearly commercial, and you don't want to have something like that. So I'm going to fix this. Let's go over to Google Docs, and I'm going to put it into Google Docs, and I'm going to show you how to actually fix an email like this. And by the way, if you are looking to generate leads for cold email, before I do this, I'll talk about more in the end, but I have a lead generation training document that you can grab right here, which is insane. It shows you how to do everything you need to do with lead generation from A to Z. How to generate the leads, how to find their emails, how to validate the emails. It's step by step by step by step. So simple, anyone can do it. It's in the link below. If you want to grab this for free, you can grab this for free. You can give it to a virtual assistant, and they will generate perfect leads for you for cold email every time. And it's basically foolproof. It's pretty awesome. It's the system that I use to train my own virtual assistants, and they do a great job with it. So you can have that for free. I'll talk about that more at the end. All right, so first things first, if she's emailing me, she needs to address me by name. Always say, tell the person, always use the person's first name. Why? You're not reaching out to it's just so obviously a generic spam email to 10 million people. You want to have a one-to-one email. You want to address the person by name at the very least. I mean, if you're not going to write a customized first line, which I highly recommend you do, if you're not going to do that, at least call them by name. You don't want to there's not even a hi here or anything. Next up, you want to give them a compliment. If you're going fully generic, you could use a generic compliment, but it's always best to do something custom. So I would say if they're researching me, if they search my name in Google, they're going to find my podcast interview that I've done. I mean, there's plenty of stuff about me. So here's what I would write. Listened to your interview on that remote show and love that you became a digital nomad at the age of 19. If someone sent me this, I would know off the bat that they researched me and they gave me a compliment. So I'm definitely going to read this, and I'm definitely going to think it's someone who knows who I am, and I'm going to be flattered by the compliment, so I'm going to keep reading. If it's a random generic email, I'm not going to keep reading. So the next thing is they sell web development, right? They're trying to sell web design development. So rather than giving a list of services here, which are super long and no one wants to read this and it looks spammy, you want to use a one-sentence case study, which is essentially who you helped, what you did, and the result in one sentence, which is very specific. And then you send it out to people just like that person. So, for example, if you're selling web design and you helped, I was running I don't work at this business anymore, but I was. The email that they sent it to was an agency. So if they were talking, and you want your case study to be as similar to the person you're selling to as possible, that's how you do targeting. So you look at the company you helped in the past, and then you pitch that same thing that you did to other people just like them. So if they're pitching me, they should be talking about an agency. So and ideally you want to talk about what you did for them in terms of the results you got, monetary results. So the formula for the one-sentence case study is recently helped company with service which resulted in outcome. Something like that. So following this framework, if they're selling web design, I could say, recently helped, you can name drop them, or you could just say, another SEO agency. I'll say another marketing agency. Redesign their website, which doubled their conversion rate and generated an extra 40 leads in 3 months. I'm making that up, but you want to talk about the benefit that your website gives. So you're not just a web designer like everyone else. You're a web designer that generates more leads and sales with the website. And then you want to end it with a call to action, and the whole point of a cold email is to get someone on the phone so you can sell them. Because I'm not going to buy web design via email. Most people aren't. You have to get them on the phone. So and you also want to ask a question, a call to action. When you don't ask someone a question, we don't ask them for their business or whatever, you're not going to get them to say yes. So I would say interested in doing the same for, and then my company that they're emailing is 200 SEO. Let me know, and I'll send over a few times to chat. Thanks, and then her name, I think it's Katya. So this email is short. It's very specific. It's very full. It's full of value. It's custom. Gives a compliment. It has a call to action. And the subject line here, instead of saying SEO services or whatever they said, I would say quick question. Because when I see this in my inbox, I'm just going to have. All I'm going to see is quick question and then my name and a compliment. So I'm going to open this, and then I'm going to, the very next sentence is the pitch. And if I'm interested at all in web design, I'm going to respond to this saying yeah. And then they can close me, versus this generic garbage. At the very least, I'd recommend they invest in Grammarly or something to improve their grammar, because right now it's pretty bad. But all you have to do to make your emails amazing if you're selling web design is use this email framework, this case study framework, and just replace it with your own. So you can just say hi name, give them a custom compliment, and I would write each one by hand, and your outreach script, your outreach data, and then your case study is like recently helped, and then just add your case study company here, and then say the service, again, say the service, and then tell them the outcome. And if you can do this every time, if the market may not want what you're offering, so I recommend testing this in like 3 or 4 different niches. But once you find a good market, you're going to be booking yourself solid. It's pretty simple. And if you want help with lead generation, last time I'll show you, highly recommend you check out my lead generation doc, because this thing is going to help you generate leads on autopilot very quickly. And I had a guy tell me that this thing he would have paid $1,000 for, and I'm giving it away for free. So if you want it while it's still free, click the link below. And lastly, make sure you subscribe, because I post videos like this all the time. And if you're doing any kind of cold email or sales, you're going to want to see those. Most people watching are not subscribed. So yeah, and lastly, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them in the comments, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Hopefully this helped. I'll catch you later. Peace.